Good morning, kids. How are you? Today is Tuesday, September 1st, and yesterday was picture day, and you had a chance to come in and pick up your math book, couple things, and your M Gears kit. Hopefully you got both of those. Couple things I want you to think about. One of those things is your math book. It is only a reference tool. I follow it, and it is there to help you and your parents, okay? If you need extra work or problems out of that on a concept, you can use them from your book because we don't take the problems from our book. It is a reference tool. Now, you're fortunate because you have your book at home, and today you'll be able to use it for today's assignment. So let me go over the agenda for today, okay? Here is the agenda. As a class, number one, we will go over the information in the number 5 video, Introduction to Properties, topic 1-2. Okay, so this is the second day that we're going to go over the properties, all right? And you're not going to be graded on that information yet. Tomorrow you probably will be. But today, all I want you to do is watch the introductory video, excuse me, that we are going to be watching here in class. Okay, so this video is going to be the same video my students are watching in class. Okay, I will simply be stopping and starting it and interacting with it. So you'll watch that and take notes as you need to. And then number 2, students, please complete the number 2 computation PSSA prep. This computation is a little bit easier. The first one's always difficult, but now that I know where people are with computation, I kind of adjust and tweak things. I think you'll find this one's a little bit easier to do and a little bit less stressful. I think there's only one timed problem, to be quite honest. Because that's what you need. You need some flexibility in there. The first time we see it, it's like, okay, this is what the worst is going to be, and now we can begin practicing and preparing and getting ready for that, okay? Number 2, students, that's the computation. Number 3, now when you read number 3, listen carefully to what I explain to you afterwards. Number 3, students, please complete the number 1, vocabulary 1, learning the terms. You may use your iPad to look up the terms if you need to, or use your book. Well, that applies to you guys. It doesn't apply to my classroom students because their books are at home. So they're going to have to look it up on the iPad or use the process in place. You can also retake the quiz several times until you get the score you want. You can also take notes when you look at your results. Yes, I know what you're thinking. This will seem odd, but it will help you learn the terms. Okay, now, if it were a normal year and kids could have their books in school, I'd be like, okay, let's learn this vocabulary, look it up. But we don't, so I tweak things, so it's kind of like a game, okay, where you can take your best shot, do the best you can, look it up. It depends on how much time you want to put into it. You only have 4 chances to get it right, but when you consider that there's only 3 possible answers for every question, you know, do the math, okay? But the reason I'm doing this way is because eventually I want these words to have immediate automatic recognition of the definition. So you know right away what mean and mode and median and those mean just by thought. We will take the time to apply the meaning as the year goes on, but right now I need to give you that kind of that word bank and sight recognition, okay? And this is how we'll do it. So you can get yourself some easy points by putting in some time, okay? All right, so number 4, if your vocabulary score is acceptable and all your other work is done, you may work on enrichment if posted. Well, today's Tuesday, so usually I don't post enrichment. You guys are at home, you have your M Gears kit. I would suggest for enrichment today that you open your M Gears kit and you put together the wheels. That's going to be enriching enough, okay? Trying to get the diameter of the wheel to fit over the diameter of the hub is going to be pretty enriching. And just kind of start working the pieces together, loosen them up. Remember, if you put them together too hard, they're going to be hard to get apart. And so they can hurt your fingers over time. So that's just the way the product was designed. Okay, so Thursday, some of you have responded to my request for a video conference. That's coming up. You're either going to be in Group A or Group B. Don't worry. If you didn't get this notice, please look for it and respond to it. But we're going to try our first video conference. Other than that, I think everything's good. You guys are doing a very nice job of getting your work done. Again, you can message me at any time during the day. I'm going to leave you pretty much alone during the day to get your work done, unless I see something that I need to address with you. But other than that, unless you have questions or concerns, have a good day, and it's a pleasure working with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you come Thursday.